Alright, so we are going to be reacting to some of Dramus's recent reels on Instagram. I'm sorry I look like a mess, but I'm trying to get more videos out. And so yeah, this is some of her problematic stuff that she says that gets me a little irritated in my own opinion. So here we go.
Guys, I want to talk to you about why you may be struggling with closing sales, closing leads, why you may be struggling with that. In sales, there's something called the sales cycle. There's a cycle in which a sale goes through different steps to get to the end of the process where the sale is actually closed. And you may be getting left on red. You may be people waiting. They need more time to think, or they need this, or they need that. And the cycle is remaining open. It's not closing. It's not coming to the close. And I learned this a little while ago, and it really shifted my perspective that you may be leaving cycles open in your own life. You may not be closing in your own life. And that manifests this way into you attracting that exact same thing in your business. So for example, let's say I grab a plate of food to eat, and then
okay, so this whole attraction marketing is the thing that I find the funniest that they always talk about, is because like what you attract is what you'll get back. And a lot of times it's just a manipulation tactic to get people to stay. And so it's frustrating that she's using this to say that like whatever you're doing in your life and you try to do it in the business, in my opinion, is what's getting you to not get people to sign up or join your team. And so like that's not it. And a lot of times it's because they don't accept no's, and they try and try and try, and they use very disgusting ways of doing like being a friend when really they are only out to get a sale. And that's what hurts a lot of people most times. So there's that.
done, I just put the dishes. I leave the dishes. How often do you do that? How often do you grab a plate, leave the dishes in the sink? How often do you get up, not make your bed? How often do you take...
Is anyone else also frustrated that she's doing this while driving? Like, that's not safe. That's not right. Why are you doing all this stuff while you're driving? You could just wait till you get back. And I don't think they realize how often that they're working and they don't get paid for it. And doing that is just counterproductive.
Clothes off and just dash them on the side. Don't put them in the bin. How many things in your life, how many tabs are you leaving open? Right? Ask. Are you saying that you're gonna do, but you're leaving it open like it's just, oh yeah, I gotta do it, but I'm not closing the tab, right? And this is something that when you're constantly doing that in your life, what happens is you're attracting that exact same thing in business, because it's something that you've allowed in your life. It's something you find that is normal, so you're willing to accept it in others. And it seems like it's not related, but trust me, when you start like. Now, I've literally, trained myself. Like, if I use a dish, I am washing the dish right away. Like, literally right away. Okay? Because I always think, yo, you can't leave this undone. Because if you leave this undone, you're going to attract more things that are undone. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Everything is in the law of attraction. If you keep that same energy of everything undone.
But does it really leave it all undone? Because I don't think that's really going to be the case. I leave a lot of things undone in my house. But does it mean everything else gets undone as well? No. But it also could just be the part that I have ADHD. And so I leave things undone. Not by choice, but because it's just how it is. So, to say that is kind of funny.
Then you're going to attract people with the exact same energy that like to leave things undone. That don't like to make clear decisions. That like to think about things for days and weeks and months and years, that like to leave cycles open, right? So you gotta start. Everything is in your hands. Everything starts and finishes with you. You're in control of absolutely everything in your life. You may not realize it, but you are. So try that out. Try to catch yourself and start closing those cycles, start closing those tabs in your life, and watch how it changes in your business.
Alright, so here's another reel of hers that she did recently that I found a bit problematic and a bit sketchy. I don't approve of it just because of the fact that what she does, and how she acts to her business is how she appropriates everything.
With different supplies, and then after we're going to be going to hand it out in the streets to people who are in need, people who are homeless. So hopefully we can make some people smile today. As we're at the gas station, how do you guys feel about, I want to take a video of them, how do you feel about a man sitting in the driver's seat while the woman pumps the gas?
Wetness. You're wetness. It's a no for me.
Ooh,
come on.
Yeah, it's not giving. It's not giving that. Come on.
Okay, I do have an opinion to say on it, even though it's not about Monat. But the fact that, like, I'm married, my husband does pump the gas for me now and then. But, like, we have 2 kids, so... Hold on, Athena! Hold on, Athena! So, like, he stays in there with them if I have to. Or unless it's too cold, then he'll go out there. So, like, when it comes to that, like, I don't find that to be that odd. Like, it's not a big deal.
And sorry, no.
Before I leave, he'll be like, oh, babe, does the car need gas? I was like, I think so. He's like, okay, I'll go pump it, bring it back. I was like,
see? Premium man, bro.
Yo, upgrade your mind.
Premium man right there. That's why he's a husband, okay?
Yeah, there's no reason.
Guys, we just finished giving out all the bags, and it feels so good. I feel like a lot of homeless people are so dehumanized in society when really they're just people. They just need love. They just need normal conversation and to be treated like human beings and to ask how are you with a smile and they give you a smile back. So yeah, and I remember we did this. Me and Jen did this a while back. In Toronto, and I remember we stayed under the bridge in Toronto, and we had like we had big ass conversations with them and like how they got there and like all different things that they were doing.
Okay, this comment that she just posted on underneath what she's saying, they are actually smart AF, just battling addiction. Like, she just said they are humans, but now she's making them seem less than because they're homeless. Like, that's not right. Like, how are you okay with like saying, oh, they're humans, but I'm going to dehumanize them and say that they're not smart really because you think that, like, that statement of saying they're actually smart. Make it make sense, please.
And it was just like, they're human, bro. They're just in a different space, you know? So they need to be shown love. So yeah. Anyways, I'm super glad that we were able to do that and hopefully put some smile on some people's faces and give them some supplies and some food that they definitely needed.
Yep.
When the food was so good the first time, you had to come back the second.
Alright, so I had recently had this top leader on one of my previous videos when I first made a video of Monat, and this one kind of made me laugh, but here she is. It's kind of no top fails.
Good morning. How are you? I am finishing up getting ready, but I get so many questions on a daily basis about like messages in my DMs, text messages, and people are like, what the heck? Hi, Molly. They're like, what the heck do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? And so y'all come finish getting ready with me and let's talk about what I actually do for a living and my business, okay? Because this might benefit you too. So, coffee first so that my sentences come out and they make sense. Okay. First of all, let's check out this hair that is a floppy. My hair is so fine. It is so baby fine that even after I blow dry it in the mornings, it is still so fine. So let me show you what I do.
I
go in and I actually do a little straightener on my ends like this. And then I add some dry texture spray. I just do a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about what I do for a living. I started this business about 4.5 years ago, okay? And 4.5 years ago, I was working in corporate America. And some people have already heard this story, so I'm not trying to bore you with the details. But 4.5 years ago, I started this because I was in corporate America, and I was miserable. I didn't love my corporate job. I wanted freedom. I didn't like having a boss. I really, when it comes down to it, having a boss. I think I'm just such an independent person. I wanted to make my own decisions. I wanted to like call my own shots, right? I wanted to be able to do what I wanted, when I wanted, with whoever I wanted. And I didn't want some guy in like, I'm trying to think about my last boss who was like the worst boss I ever had. He was up somewhere like maybe like Pennsylvania and I'm down in Texas and he's dictating my whole life. I hated that. I wanted to be able to call my own shots. So that's kind of what, and then also, you know, I was leaving my kids and all the things. So I was just.
Yeah, it's still funny that she says that because she's still working in corporate America. And like they always say that they're like, I wanted to leave my corporate job. They're 1099 contracted employee. So they're still under a corporate job just through the MLM. So like it's that part that they always will say like, oh, I wanted to do what I wanted. But even in this, they're not doing what they want because it's always following what the upline tells them. And they always put in so much money towards the company. So you're not really dictating anything because the company will tell you what you got to do, even if you're not getting paid for it. So there's that.
I just wanted more. Okay, so I started this business. I became basically a distributor for a company called Monat. It is anti-aging hair care and skincare. So at first I'm like, I mean, sure, I like hair, I like skin, sure. But that is actually not what this is about. This is about so much more than that. So what it actually turned into, that I did not realize, is it turned into helping other people be successful. So what my real passion in life is helping other people achieve.
AKA recruiting, which is the main way you guys make money.
The best hair that they can. Their best beautiful selves. Feel the most confident in their own skin, right? That is my passion in life, is to make people feel good about themselves. So there's multiple different ways to do that. And so I was able to do that through, let me give you the best hair of your life. But then I was also able to do that through making people realize their potential when they started a new business on the side. So like when they're looking for something to start. I was in corporate America desperately looking for anything that I could do on the side. But I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what to do until I found this. So it became my passion in life to show other people who were looking for something. So like if you're not looking for something, my friend, like I promise you, you just learn some good hair tips and tricks from me and that's the end of the conversation. I'm never gonna, pressure anybody to do anything. It's only people who are looking for something more and looking because they know that there's something more out there. So it's interesting because Forbes actually published an article last year in 2020. A full 50% of working Americans, 50% of working Americans have a business on the side or have started a business on the side. 70 million working Americans. So what that told me, honestly, was that I was not alone in what I was doing. I was not alone in the fact that I was desperately looking for something more than just what I had in corporate America. Okay, I do want to say that I have my straightener set at a low temp. Just interject real quick. My straightener is set at like the lowest temp that I can set it at, and then I also like that will actually straighten the ends. And then I also have thermal heat protectant on my hair so that I'm not damaging my hair, because a straightener can do some real damage, y'all. But I just like a straight edge, okay? I just like a straight edge. So there you go. And I forgot to do the dry texture spray on the other parts of my hair because I'm talking and I got to try to remember to do more than one thing at one time. So I started this business, and that's what it is. Okay, so let's say that you're looking for something and you're like, I want to also start something on the side. What does that look like for you? What does that look like? If you wanted to like start a business with me, if that was something that interested you, what happens is you're going to start your business. And I'll walk you through how to do that. You are going to become your own boss. I am not your boss.
Yes, you are. And you're not becoming your own boss. You're not starting anything. You are a 1099 contracted employee is, I think that's the verbiage I'm trying to think of, or how it is. But basically, you don't get, you're not starting a job. Like, you're not starting your own business job. Like, you're not like a photographer in your own field or like freelance. You're just not. You're part of a team. You be part of her downline. That's it.
I am your motivator. I'm your cheerleader. I am your business coach. I'm not your boss. You get to call your own shots. You get to actually run your business in the hours that you want to run your business. And if you currently have a job and you want to start something on the side, like 70 million other Americans, you're not alone. And so many people are doing this in addition to what they're already doing at home. So what it looks like is my husband and I are now full-time business coaches, and that's what we do. And you basically just become, that's a good look. You are going to join our team, and you're going to get business coaching. We're going to teach you everything that we have done from day one to be successful in this business. From day one. We're not trying to keep any secrets for ourselves. He is the most amazing business coach. He doesn't really do social media. So you never see my husband. You don't even know. He's so good. So he coaches, and it's kind of nice to have like a really strong, successful guy like breathing life into you. So he literally stays on the phone and does these. I probably put way too much dry texture spray in my hair because I'm sitting here talking. I don't hate it. I love some dry texture spray. But that's what we do. So we're going to get to the bottom of what are your goals in life? What do you want to achieve? Do you want to earn an extra $500 a month? Do you want to earn an extra $1,000 a month? Do you need a new car? What are your goals? Are you trying to retire your husband from the third shift? We have thousands of people.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate when I hear them say that. It irks me. They're like, do you want to retire your husband? It's like, maybe my husband likes to work. I'm like, it's not a bad thing. Plus you get like actual money coming in, and you're not doing it in a slimy way, in my own opinion. It just sounds skeezy a little bit. So in my opinion, it's just a more ethical way of doing it.
Our team that we have helped achieve the goals that they were shooting for. And so we're not going to tell you what your goals are. You're going to tell us what your goals are. And then we are going to help you work backwards to achieve those goals. And so that's what it is. So we've got we do training Zoom calls with our team. We do all sorts of stuff. None of it's high pressure. And again, you are your own boss. You get to show up and you get to work your business, and you get to do whatever you want that fits into your lifestyle. That's it. That's how you do it. So it's incredible products that are going to change your life. I mean, obviously, if you've seen my before and after pictures on my hair and my skin, the products speak for themselves. But the business side is where people get really caught up because they're like, yeah. I like the hairspray. That's great. I like the dry shampoo and the dry texture spray. But how do I actually turn it into a business? How do you manage everything? That's a really good question. What I love about this business, and I need to actually scroll through and see. Okay, I work full time, but I don't think I could work a side business. Oh, Margaret, let me tell you. let me tell you what my life looked like when I first started. I had a 18-month-old baby at home. I was working a full-time job in corporate America, very demanding full-time job in corporate America. I was pregnant. My husband traveled full-time for work. All week long, he was gone. So I was a single mom all week long. So I actually built this business in a 10-minute window here, a 15-minute window here, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes here.
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever they say this, it's never like that, because you have to be put on Zoom calls. You're constantly having to talk to your upline, or they talk to you. Like, it's not like if you have to keep going on a call, you're taking up time from doing the business. But, like, it's not what you get to choose. You don't get to choose that stuff. They choose it for you. Because if you don't, it has to be a full-time thing. It's never a part-time thing. If you hadn't realized, I've noticed it. Like, anytime they're like, oh, you can do it as a side gig, and it eventually becomes like a full-time gig. Which one is it? Side gig? Full-time gig. I mean, it's great if it became a full-time gig, but, like, it should be okay to be part-time regardless.
At night, right? Like, after I would get my toddler to bed, I was exhausted. I was pregnant, first trimester pregnant, exhausted. And I would just like chip away little by little. And we are going to show you, our goal is to show anybody who joins our business. Literally, this is our goal. Because time freedom is the ultimate thing. Like, financial freedom is great. Time freedom. Time freedom is the thing that I didn't realize was the biggest gift that's out there. Having the time to do the things that you want. So our goal, and what our goal is for every single person on our team who joins our business, is showing you how to be successful and how to make as much money as possible in as little time as possible. Because my goal is to help you reach all of your goals as quickly as possible and without taking up all of the extra time in your life. Because our goal is to help you achieve freedom. And that means time freedom, financial freedom. So 70 million Americans are doing this, because I don't know if you know this, but the difference between people who are like about to go into foreclosure in their house, like a huge percentage of Americans who are about to go into foreclosure, the difference between them and foreclosure is $500 a month. That's crazy. But if you think about it, $500 a month is actually really, really, really simple to achieve in our business. We'll show you exactly how to do it. It feels confusing right now because you're like,
I don't like how she's making it sound so easy and achievable, because it's not. Because from all of us in the anti-MLM movement, we know it's not an easy achievement. It's actually destined and predetermined that you're going to fail. Regardless, 99.6% of people fail. That's why there's only 0.01% of the company that's ahead. That's why there's only so many people that are making actual money, because of everybody on the bottom doing all the work. So for her to say all those claims, it's not right, because they're not going to. It's impossible, in my opinion.
hey, but how? Don't worry. We've done it with thousands of people. We'll show you how to do that. We will show you how to achieve that. Don't worry. And we'll actually show you how to achieve it like your first month. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? But if that many people are thinking, are experiencing life would be totally changed with $500 a month, what would $500 a month do for you? Well, if you think about like, okay, I could go drive Uber, I could go drive Lyft, I could start a side business on Etsy, I could become a photographer, I could do all these things. It's gonna take you time out of your home, right? If you wanted to go drive for Uber or Lyft or do something like that, if you wanted to start a shop on Etsy, amazing. I'm not creative. I applaud you. That's incredible. But it's gonna require you having your hands creating something, right? This is a business that's about residual business. And that's truly what it is. And so I kind of went off on a tangent, but basically you build this business on the side of what you're currently doing, because it's 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, conversations. It's not all in. It's not a 40-hour a week thing. It's just not. And Yeah. We're never going to put pressure on you to do more than you want to do, because that's not the name of the game, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Have you ever tried to force somebody to do something? Has it ever worked? Have you ever forced your children to do something versus motivated and inspired them to do something? It's a totally different ballgame, right? That's what we do. Forcing you to do something, trying to convince you to do something is never going to work. And so that's not what we do. So if you have any questions about like how to get started, or how could you possibly be successful? I don't know very many people. I don't know, right? Like these are all the things. I don't know if I can afford it. Super, super inexpensive. It's actually extremely inexpensive to start your own business. And I'll tell you how. I'll tell you all my secrets. And then I'll tell you how I can help you earn your investment back in your very first month. And so none of this is hard. I'm going to show you every step of the way. So if you have questions, I'm an open book. Here's what you will not ever get from me. And hopefully if you've been following me for a while, I'm not a high pressure kind of gal. You're never going to get me trying to force you into anything. You're never going to get me trying to convince you to do something you don't want to do. My goal is to help you achieve your goals. That doesn't work. That doesn't work if I'm trying to help you achieve my goals. It doesn't work that way. My mission in life is to help you achieve your goals. And I'm so freaking passionate about it that it drives me every single day of my life. And I'm more successful than I've ever been in my entire life because that's my mission. Because my mission is outside myself. And my mission is actually to help you, not help myself. And when that becomes your mission, it's pretty incredible. And so I've developed as a person more than I ever thought possible in this business. And it has changed me for the better. And I'm so grateful for it. So it's changed our life. It's changed our time freedom. It's changed our financial freedom. It's changed me as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, and it's changed me from the inside out. And so anyway, I'm beyond grateful for it. So hit me up, ask me questions, send me a DM, whatever you want. I'm an open.
All right, so that was basically the end of that. So as you can tell, this top leader has been successful in recruitment because we know that they don't make, like they may make sales, but the sales are within the company. That's why we always specify that the consultants are the customers. So like, yeah, you're the one that's buying it. That's why it's sold out. You can try to resell it, but you're not really making as much money back. And so that's a lot of top fails in this one. So I will see you guys in the next one. I will be doing one, hopefully another later today. I'm going to make myself look more presentable. And I hope you have a good Black Friday, because today is Black Friday. And I will talk to you then. Goodbye.